So the path forward here is very clear. And the responsible thing that we have to do is avoid this GOP-manufactured default crisis. We know that last time when they came up to the brink of defaulting, the cost was borne by the American people. We're already anticipating people could see $800 more on a car loan. In my home state, $250 more on a mortgage payment a month. Last time we saw Americans who are close to retirement lose $20,000 on average. And for what? We have two very distinct processes. We pay our bills in this country. We did it 3 times without fanfare under Donald Trump. And we also have an appropriations process where we come together, we negotiate spending, we put our budgets out, and we come to compromise together what's best for the American people. The Republicans have rejected this.
Now, that all sounds very sane, and that's why the debt limit has been raised dozens of times, including 3 times under Trump, which Kevin McCarthy voted for all 3 of them.
That's right.
But the problem is it doesn't seem clear that that path forward is working. I mean, for example, obviously a clean debt limit vote would be the easiest thing. That's what you've called for. The president's called for that. But do you have agreement from every member of the Democratic caucus that they would support a clean debt limit vote?
We just put that vote on the books on Wednesday of this week. Every single member of the Democratic caucus voted to have a clean debt ceiling vote. And they rejected this ransom note that we have been handed by the GOP. And let's look at what it does. Not only are they rejecting doing the responsible thing and putting our economy and the global economy at risk, but then they're saying to the American people, you're going to foot the bill for this. It would mean 30 million doctor's appointments for veterans that would disappear. A huge impact on the health care we offer our veterans, just as we passed the PACT Act that is helping our veterans get the health care they need after exposure to burn pits, helping our Vietnam vets, era vets get what they need in disabilities. And the list goes on. It would impact our Women and Infants Food Program. 1.7 million women and kids would not have the nutritional assistance that they need. It would undermine everything that we are trying to do at this moment to create an economy that works for everyone. And for what?
It would be catastrophic, and they're holding it hostage. Now, there are members of the caucus, who are in the problem solvers caucus, as they call it, who have put forward proposals that would include a fiscal commission, would include some budget reforms. Do you see that as a potential path forward if you can't get enough votes to raise the debt limit with a clean bill?
Yeah, and I would bring you back to that every member of our caucus, including the problem solvers, just voted with complete unity against this proposal, because they understand the American people are looking at us and saying this shouldn't be a partisan drama playing out that we're going to foot the bill for. Do the responsible thing. Be the grown-ups in the room. Address our debt. Raise the debt ceiling, avoid a default crisis that is manufactured by the GOP, and then we can go and talk about investments. I look at the president's budget, and that's where I see a budget that understands what we can create when we invest in the American people, when we protect Social Security, when we make a tax code that's more fair and helps us reduce the deficit by $3.7 trillion. When we have universal pre-K for 4-year-olds in this country, paid family leave. These are the things that families are sending us to do. This is the work they want us to do together. And we have to stand up to a GOP that's saying we would like to put our entire economy at risk and make that risk be borne out by the hardworking families of this country.
Democratic Whip Katherine Clark, thank you so much for joining me here today.